Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here in my PJs to give you my review, my thoughts, my opinion on 90 Day Fiance, Season 5 Tell All, Part 3 of Happily Ever After. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. To all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If this is your first time being here in the chat, make sure you let everybody know so they can shout you out and welcome you to the family. Okay, y'all. I'm about to go to bed. Let me tell you, this part of the reunion was so dry, right? That I started looking. I went to HSN and started looking at chocolates. I got chocolates and if I had to rate tonight's episode, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me put my glasses on to acknowledge you. Thank you so much, Haywood. You're looking sexy as hell. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you, you need to act like you got some sense up in this mofo, okay? Act like you got some sense up in here tonight. Okay. Looking sexy in my pajamas. All righty. You said you'll be a good boy? Okay, be a good boy. Okay. Um, and so oh hey Jessica, you said you almost off work. Good. It's late, girl. Okay. But anyway, if I had to rate tonight's episode, I probably will rate the episode a D. I won't feel in the hey Candace, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you, boo. I would rate this episode a D. I mean, how you gonna go from a B plus, A minus? Thank you, Will. You look good. You look auntie. Okay. I look auntie. Okay. Um, I would rate this a D. I did not think that it was a good episode. We gonna make the best out of it though, right? Okay. Um, but I did not think that this was a good episode at all. It just was all over the place. I know that they was, trying to wrap things up, but I had somebody to slip into my DMs today. Shout out to you. You know who you are. Who indicated that there was so much good stuff that was left out on the editor's floor. I don't understand it. I don't know if they're going to try to bring it back or what they're going to do, but I understand there was so much dialogue that ended up on the floor. And I'm so disappointed that that dialogue ended up on the floor because I think it would have been more interesting than Colt's sex life. You understand what I'm saying? There's not but so much of Colt to spread around. I mean, considering, if you've ever seen his pickle pics, you know that he doesn't have a whole lot to spread around. I mean, he's barely got enough to use for himself, which is why I think that he's, angry with, all these women and everything. So if you haven't seen my part 2, make sure you have. And don't forget, when you come in here to hit that thumbs up button, it's a bunch of people in here and there's very little thumbs up. So if you hit that thumbs up, YouTube knows that you're here and so do I. But we're going to go on and we're going to try to do the best that we can with this episode. I know that they're having the kind of like the B90s, strike back. I'll look at that tomorrow. I'll see whether or not it's interesting. If it's interesting enough, then I will review that for you all. If it's not, I'll do it just like I did B90 Strike Back. Bitch, you never hear nothing from me about it, okay? Again. So anyway, having said all of that, we came into the episode pretty much where we left off at with Angela, backpedaling, pussy popping off of, the fact that she had promised Michael that she would attempt to have this baby. And so we have Elder Lydia, okay, Auntie Lydia, who is basically, telling Angela that she has to respect Michael, that, she, the family would not have participated in any of this if it wasn't for the fact that Angela, promised Michael she would have this. As soon as Michael has a slip of the tongue, Angela wants to, go off and everything. Although she has flirted with every man basically on the cast this year. Now, she wants to flip out on Michael and act all stupid and, undignified as Angela does. If you all have not heard, I've done a video a couple of days ago where it looks like Angela Dean is going to be having, I need to do my end notes so y'all can see that, but Angela Dean is slated allegedly to have her own spinoff show. And I don't know, I think that this spinoff show is what is going to be, they're going to be showing Angela's weight loss, as we all know tonight, or for you all of those subscribers who are here who don't look at the show anymore, but just come to me for the reviews. Angela revealed to Michael that she is going to be having weight loss surgery. Now, we have seen Angela with, I believe we've seen Angela with tummy teas and stuff. Now, I'm not sure. But I mean, bitch, stop it with the tummy teas if you're going to be doing weight loss surgery, because weight loss surgery and tummy teas don't go together, okay? But anyway, if Danielle can do a tummy tease, certainly Angie can, but don't do it, Okay. So anyway, Angela, is fussing with Aunt Lydia and telling her that she doesn't want to hear her mouth anymore regarding her having a baby. The daughter had already indicated in part 2 of the tell all that Angela was just talking trash and has no intention on having a baby. And so Aunt Lydia is telling Angela that she needs to give Michael the opportunity or the right, okay, to take on another woman or, have sex with another woman to have a baby. But Michael wasn't saying that. Michael was talking about the IVF process and all of that kind of stuff. But, Michael's a little ignorant. Um, yeah, Michael's a little ignorant. I was going to try to clean it up, but I ain't even going to try to clean it up. Because he is with this woman who is in her 50s, Angela and I about the same age. And she can't have kids just like I can't have kids. I mean, if I have a kid, bitch, it's going to be an Easter bunny, okay? If an egg ever come up out of here, you better know, bitch, it's Easter, okay? And it's going to be the little plastic kind that you pop across like that, right? Because Auntie damn sure ain't got no eggs over here, no way, no how. Okay, they down in the refrigerator, all right, ready to be fried, scrambled, sunny side up. Okay? So anyway, Angela, basically duped the family. Angela made it seem like that there was an intention for her to try to, have a baby. And Angela's saying, I'm in America and I am going to do exactly what I want to do. Yes, Amy, hippity hop, okay? She said, she's in America, so she wants them to respect her culture. She doesn't want to respect Michael's culture. But as we remember, when Michael sat down and had the 3 options for marriage, he did not have the traditional Nigerian wedding. He had like a regular American civil ceremony where it's one man, one wife. This is what he opted for. They asked Michael, what would he do? Would he take on another wife? And Michael says, no, I already have enough problems with this one woman and I'm not going to have another one. But he did mention that, his late father, okay, had 3 wives and that, it's very difficult for a man to take on 3 wives. So basically, Michael is talking about his tradition and saying that, it's important for them to have, children. And Michael is only like 30 some years old. And so he really should have thought this out. But I think that he thought just the possibility of him going to America, was just, it just outweighed any possibility of him actually really having a baby. They all kind of backed up off of the daughter, begging her for, hey, boo, begging her for her eggs. And so now they've come to the realization that she indeed said what she said. She meant what she said, and she's not going to have a baby. Angela, of course, goes into that I'm done type thing and gets up off the Skype, and she walks into the other room, and we can hear her yelling with the daughter and all of that kind of stuff. And Michael, you can see, is actually flustered now that Michael is, married to Angela. He is trying to get it like a little bit more bass in his voice, in my opinion. But I just, I'm just like, Michael, you've got to stand up. Absolutely. He has to stand up in his grown man stuff. Aunt Lydia should not be the one that is telling Angela that she has to respect him and that she has to submit to him. It should be Michael telling Angela that you're not going to disrespect me. And when Michael says that Angela is not going to disrespect him, then he needs to put his foot all the way down and give her some consequences for doing it, because Angela is so insecure about herself. She's what 54-year-old woman with adult children want to have a baby. Okay, exactly. Shall not me. But Angela, he needs to give her some consequences, because Angela is so insecure about who she is that if she doesn't talk to Michael for a couple of days, it will really be punishment. He needs to really learn how to, muster up the strength to walk as tall and as big as Angela implied that his weenus is. You understand what I'm saying? Grow up, get some balls, you know what I'm saying? Even if you got to borrow them from Colt, because, but anyway, so that's really what was happening. So they switched over and asked Tanya and Syngin whether or not they had any intention on having a child. Now, Tanya indicates that she wants one. And so when they asked Syngin the question, Syngin was like, I just don't see it for myself right now. And so Sean was like, no, I really want you to, huh? Okay, let me take my glasses off. So Tanya, so Tanya, so Sean asked Syngin straight out, Syngin, do you want a baby? In the future, ever, do you ever want one? And Syngin indicated that no, he doesn't want one. I don't even believe that Syngin wants to even be in a relationship with Tanya, let alone even think about having it. And if he's so irresponsible and he's such a, alcoholic or whatever she's trying to imply that Syngin is, why would she even want a baby with Syngin, right? Tanya, just I think that, and it doesn't, I don't know who's actually working in the house. I don't believe she's working again, because as we remember, she had, left her job, and then she ended up having a car accident where she couldn't work anyway. So is Tanya back at work? Do they have enough money to support a baby? Or bitch, are they going to be waiting on a stimulus check or two to help them take care of a baby? Like, I agree with Cindy that they are not in a position to have a baby right now. And I don't even think that he should even be thinking about that. We go on now back to Colt and Eric and Miss Debbie and all of that. And I'm going to try my best to give you all a summary of really what happened today, and which I thought really dragged the episode down. They was talking to Eric about when Eric had went over to Colty's house. If you're on Instagram, last summer sometime, Eric went over, he and Larissa broke up. And so he takes his ass over there to the enemy's territory. He goes over to Colty and Debbie's house. Now, they say that Eric invited his damn self there. But Eric is saying, no, I was talking to you all. So they were trying to imply, and trying to imply that Eric, was doing all this backstabby stuff to Larissa. And as we know, Larissa, during the season, had made a telephone call to a young woman by the name of Natalie. Natalie was one of the girls who had been dating Eric, and Eric had told her a whole bunch of damaging things about Larissa and her sex life. Now, of course, the cast of characters, Angela, Debbie, everybody, thought that it was just really low down, dirty, stinking, nasty, funky, that he would do something like that. And so they decide that they're going to bring the girl Natalie out. Now, for all of us that's on Instagram, we didn't already seen her. She old ass news, right? But anyway, for those who haven't, she came out on the platform and she was looking a hot ass. I said, bitch, look, if you're going to sit out there and you're going to, be debuting on television for your first time, do not look like you just had a tube or something up your nose. I just was like, the fuck is going on with Natalie? Natalie, what a poor representation, boo. You should have had your gang together. You're the only woman. Or the other woman, okay? You're the woman who is supposed to be busting all of this out. You was having a relationship with Eric. You should have came out there, boo. I'm trying to tell you, this bitch was looking raggedy as hell. Standing, looking on the side. And I was like, okay, I bust the windows out your car. I just was like, the hell? But anyway, she begins to run her mouth and she's out there for 5 seconds, every bit of 5 seconds. She wants to say that, Eric, that Eric was talking about Larissa and she thought that it was disgusting. And she is so shocked that Larissa is still with Eric. And, she began to say, these different things that Eric was saying about Larissa. And of course, Larissa jumping, no, lie, lie. You need to listen. This girl, is supposed to be a girl's girl, and she's supposed to be one of those type of chicks that, bust the mofos out. But at the same time, we all saw that she dragged both of them on Instagram. And so I just didn't understand what her was. Now, he's a creepy guy. And they asked Eric, does Eric have any intention on marrying Larissa? And he nods and says yes. Larissa is defending him. She wants to be with him because at the end of the day, Larissa has already invested her time in this mofo. And so, she sees him as her meal ticket. They asked Larissa about her immigration status, and she said that it's changing all the time. She don't know what the hell gonna happen with the immigration. Okay, she just don't have a clue about what's going to happen. But right now, she's going to live her life out. She says that she is taking care of her children and staying here in America as long as she can, because she's going to try to make all the money she can to take or send back to her kids. But anyway, so I'm gonna go back to when they was talking about Eric and Debbie and Colty, and Debbie and Colty was trying to act like, it really made a difference who invited who. Bitch, it didn't make a difference. She was there. Okay, he was there. So, Colty started implying things about Eric. He can't believe that Eric is even having sex with Larissa. And I knew what the shade was about because a couple of us have been, paying attention to Eric's, we've been paying attention to what's going on with Eric. And so they had already asked Larissa who was, better in bed. And of course, she said it was Eric because she said that Eric has been with multiple women and he's been with different women. And let me tell you something, honey. That right there is the same. I don't care what country you from. I don't care, bitch, you could be in a spaceship and coming from Mars. This right here, the way that this was built and the way that, for all intents and purposes, bitch, I don't give a damn if you from Brazil, and I don't care if you from Cambodia. I don't care if you from the United States of America. That right there is going to be the same. I don't care where. It ain't no different women. Now, maybe, they may be, jumping on it differently. They may be sliding to the side, getting it from the back, whatever. But at the end of the day, it is the same. All right? So, Larissa, you just need to step your game up on what you're doing. Hear me what I say. Hear what I say. It's the same. Now, Eric got more experience according to Larissa, but Larissa, you had experience too. So I don't understand. And so, of course, Colty got offended because he wants everybody to think that, the sun rises and sets and shines on his little pig in the blanket. But I'm trying to tell you right now, as I told somebody today, I don't see how none of y'all had sex with him. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no way in the world I would have tapped that thing, let him tap this thing. Okay, I just ain't, okay. But anyway, but anyway, I just was like, this is just absolutely ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. And so then we see them going back and forth, and Eric indicates that he was not talking to Cole about his sex life, that he just really wanted to know what he was dealing with and all that kind of. And Colty said that he was interested in taking notes with him and seeing whether or not they was dealing with basically the same type of woman. Yeah. She ain't changed. So anyway, and here's the thing. Debbie's always in the Debbie is with the Now I don't care what you say, she's a co-conspirator. She's always with the Whatever goes down, Debbie know. But as soon as somebody starts talking about his weenus, she got to get up and exit stage left. No, sit your ass right there. You and everything else, you need to go ahead on and listen to what's going on these sites. You need to know what your son is doing, what he's giving. I'm afraid you probably know a little bit too much, but sit your ass down. Don't you get up again. Everything that has gone on, whether or not it was Natalie, whether or not it was Vanessa, Jessica, all the other women that he's been, sending his wieners pic to and all of that kind of stuff. Come on, Debbie, you right in the mix of it. When he went on, fans only, and he had all that whipped cream and stuff up on him and breasts looking like mine. Debbie, you was taking the pictures of him. Come on now, you ran a bubble bath. You tested it with your pinky toe to make sure that it was warm enough for his fat ass. Come on, Debbie, you all up in the mix, and then you gonna sit up there and have some suggestions and advice for other people. If you don't sit your old ass down and pull that slot machine, that dusty ass slot machine, sit in the corner of your nasty ass kitchen, you grimy, dirty old heifer. Okay, yeah, you're a heifer. Okay, can we all say heifer? You know your son ain't about jack. And you ain't nothing but a cover for him. That's what you are. Thank you, Miss Michelle. She's a heifer. That's right, D. Thank you, Randy. She's a heifer. Okay, thank you, Momo said heifer. Okay. Bo said she's a heifer. Okay, not a heifer, Auntie, but a heifer. Okay, Mo. I took the note. Okay, but to me, she's a heifer. Sit your ass down. The girl Jessica told Debbie, you need to get you a man. Debbie like, I don't need no man. Bitch, hell if you don't. You need something. I'm so sick of Debbie. I swear, I hope they don't come back. Please do not recast these mofos. Please don't let it be another woman that is stupid enough to date him for some fame. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Natalie looked like she had been like this. Like, Natalie, you didn't do yourself no favor coming on there. Like, you you didn't do yourself no favor, but you should have stayed incognito. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, girl, you should have did black screen on their asses. You know what I'm saying? You would have did a whole lot better. But then they, start talking to Jessica, and Jessica, indicated that she's happy. So, she shows her little husband. And Sean was acting like she was shocked. That news been out, Sean. Come on now. If Auntie got it, I know damn well you got it. You got more of a connection. You got a direct line to these motherfuckers, Sean. Now, I was trying to give you a benefit of the doubt this season because I was rocking with you this season because you had the cute little pink on. And, I rocks pink. I do the pink thing. I'm a pink girl, too. But damn it, don't sit up there and act like you didn't know that this girl was married. So, of course, she says that she's married. They bring, the husband on the screen. He indicated that they have been dating. And, she said, well, how did you find each other? She said, well, Larissa hooked me up with Carmen, and Carmen hooked me up. I said, Carmen is in charge of the girls. Carmen is in charge of the girls. Carmen is hooking these bitches up and got these men on speed dial. Carmen running a whole... Y'all don't hear me. This for the people in the back. Carmen is in charge of the girls. Carmen, you get your ass over here. Your ass from Brazil, bitch. Carmen got a Carmen better than Match.com up on their asses. Do you hear me? If you looking for a green card, you looking for a green card holder, Carmen's in charge of the girls. She said, oh, so Larissa that hooked you up? Yeah, Larissa hooked her ass up with Carmen. Don't get it twisted. It ain't Larissa, it's Carmen. Now, I don't know if Larissa gonna go, gonna go head on and connect up with Carmen, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Carmen's in charge of the girls and the boys. He said, you know what? Her green card was about to expire on her ass. They was about to send her back to Brazil. And I said, oh. She got that snapper turtle. She's got that snapper turtle. She's like that on me, okay? I can't let it go, all right? Before I let you go, okay? He said, I'm going to marry that, okay? Yes, I'm going to marry her. And so after knowing her for only 3 weeks, he married her ass. And now she's sitting there and she said that he treat me good every day. He making me happy every day. I said, bitch, you better go hit on you better go hit on the worker. So Colty, they asked Colty how he felt about it. Like, who really gives a damn? But anyway, they asked Colty how he felt about it. And he was like, I'm really happy for you, Jessica. I'm happy for you. But I tell you what, God must really love me because I bet that, I don't have any one of these women. Well, no, bitch, I had Larissa. So you ain't ducked out on nothing. All right? You just knew that you was going to do, another route. And that route was to set her up and have her act out of character so you can keep calling the popo on her ass and getting papers on her, you and your mother, because I'm sure your mother, was in the, she was. Okay, so anyway, the dude, Jessica's husband was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm happy too. I'm glad that you dumped her and I'm glad you treated her poorly because I got her now. And guess what? At the end of the day, Jessica got that green card because you know what? Anybody that lays down with you, Colty, deserves a green card. Okay, just like Angela. Anybody that deal with Angela deserves a green card. Now, Kalani, they asked Kalani whether or not she thought that her and Oswego was gonna get back together. She said she don't know. It's day by day. Bitch, look, Oswego don't want you. Oswego don't want you no more than Oswego want me. Okay, and he sure ain't looking this way. All right, cause girl, why? Bye for what? Okay, I didn't hear the stuff that was going on with Andre and Elizabeth because I really, frankly, I didn't give a damn. I thought that the episode was all right. I think they really should have went out with a bang, and the bang was not Angela's weight loss surgery. Michael was really disappointed with Angela having a weight loss surgery because he said, I like things big, okay? He said, I like things big, and I'm just like, it is, men have preferences on whether or not they like skinny girls, big girls, brown girls, men just have preferences. And if a man is attractive 9 times out of 10, okay, I may be wrong, put it down in the comment section, let me know what you think about it. But a lot of times when men date big girls, they don't want you to lose weight. Matter of fact, they want to feed your ass. They want you to get bigger and plumper and all of that kind of stuff. That's just for those men that like those big girls. Now, there's some guys that like skinny girls, and if you gain an ounce of a pound, bitch, they got you in the gym and they got you tied up with something on your waist running behind the car, okay? That's going 50 miles per hour. So men do have their preferences, so I do understand what Michael's saying. And then Michael said he doesn't like anything, he doesn't like surgery and stuff like that. So we have been seeing Angela on different podcasts and stuff like that. And we've been seeing that she has been losing weight. Again, we thought it was because of another reason. But Angela has disclosed that she has had weight loss surgery. And I wish her the best of luck with that. Like it is what it is. But again, if I had to rate this episode, I really would rate this episode a D. I just really think that part 2 was the best part of this whole entire thing. Now we're going into another season, y'all, where we're going to be Going back to 90 Day Fiance the other way. I believe the first episode starts with that next week. And then we have, let me see. Thank you so much, Boo, for the Nietzsche for the 4.99 super chat. I don't need to watch the show anymore. I have Auntie to give me the post game the post game show. Okay. You and a whole bunch of people don't watch the show anymore. So thank you so much. I hope I pronounced your name right. But I'm telling y'all, it just, I don't know. I mean, it's just a hodgepodge of bull crap with this. And again, I'm hoping that a lot of people do not come back. I'm happy. I just, I don't know. These mofos get on my mofo nerve. Okay. Now, I have promised a lot of you all that I will be on my second channel, and I will be over there in probably about the next 10 minutes. And we're going to wrap up the discussion for about Davin. And I have been trying to find the article, so I'll have to look that up, and then we'll go over there, we'll chit chat a little bit, and then we'll go to bed for the night. Thank you all so much for being here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Okay, where you gonna get your Kiki from? Okay, you need to get your Kiki from your auntie. All right, love you all to pieces. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.